What is going on, guys? So in this video, we're going to do something a little bit different as I want to be able to post more frequently, and so my edits are not going to be as extreme as in the past. And so if you like this kind of content, feel free to leave a comment down below. That way I know whether or not you guys like these kinds of videos. So I know that the market has been crazy over the past 3 months. I mean, we've seen the S&P down 7.5% and the Russell has been down over 8.5%. But what if I told you guys that my portfolio is actually up year to date? And this is why I think it is important to keep talking about personal finance. Because the moves that you're making should and could be different from a lot of people, especially on YouTube. For example, Kevin posted a video yesterday talking about how he's celebrating because he sold all his stocks January 21st and he slowly started to add back in, and now he is a genius. But if I used the same strategy he did and sold all of my stocks back in January, I would actually be missing 18% of my gains. And this is why I truly believe you need to be confident in the decisions you're making because you're the one that has done the full research. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and dive into the stocks that have been performing really well for me over these past few months. So the first stock that I want to talk about is my biggest gainer from its lows, and that is Cleanspark. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about each individual stock, but if you want to know more about these stocks, I'll leave some links down below giving my full bullish thesis. But Cleanspark hit a low of $5.47 a week after Kevin said that he's selling all of his stocks. And now those shares are valued over $12 each. That would be 2x my money in the past couple of months. Now, of course, it's still significantly down from its highs, but I have averaged down so much that I personally did not believe I would be buying Cleanspark at $5 a share, but I'm glad I did. And this goes to show how quickly the market can change in a short amount of time. And speaking of shifts in a short amount of time, let's talk about Shift Technologies. In a matter of 2 weeks, this company has increased over 60%. Now, of course, they did have earnings, so that definitely played a role. But they hit $1.60 a couple of times before the earnings, which gave me plenty of opportunity to average down. For transparency, originally I wasn't planning on adding Shift in the month of March. But from the beginning of the month, this company has been down over 25%. And so I have to add a little bit more. Nonetheless, right now this stock is valued at $2.50. And the question comes down to whether or not this was a short squeeze or large funds are starting to see what the risk is like for this company being valued at such a cheap price. Honestly, I think it's a mixture of both. But it doesn't change the fact that even now, this company, in my opinion, is still significantly undervalued. However, with all that said, if you want me to dive deep into these earnings, feel free to leave a comment down below. And the third stock that I've seen significant gains in over the past couple of weeks has been Palantir. Now, this is one I've been buying a good amount of over the past couple of months. And as long as this stock is under $15 a share, I don't mind continuing to add more. But if we look at the past couple of weeks, Palantir has been on an absolute tear, moving up from their week low of over 20%. Personally, I built up my position to about 80% of where I want it to be. Even though I don't think that this stock is going to go back down to $10, I still have the patience to be a little bit picky with my pricing. But even if the share price continues to go up, I don't mind adding little by little. Now, I'm going to be honest and say that I don't think this next week will be flashy like this week. And I wouldn't be surprised seeing these stocks correct or move down drastically. But that is a major reason why over these past couple of weeks, I've been building my cash position. I mean, I still have stocks like SGBX and BurgerFi that are significantly down from their highs. Plus, they haven't reported earnings yet. And even though I don't like playing earnings, I wouldn't mind adding leading up to those earnings. But here's the plan I'm going to be executing over the next couple of months going into the spring. I'm going to continue to add little by little in stocks like SGBX and BurgerFi and build a little bit more into Palantir. But with the other ones, I'm perfectly fine holding unless I see a drastic shift to the downside on these other companies. But over the next month, my plan is to build my cash position so then that way I can look for an opportunity in the large caps, because I think that large caps are going to be laggards in the next few months. This is going to allow me to have a little bit more portfolio diversification and bring less volatility in my overall portfolio. But hey, I would love to hear what stocks you're invested in as well as how they've been doing over the past couple of months. And if you are new here and enjoy this kind of content, hit that subscribe button down below. That way you're notified when new content comes out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and we'll see you in the next one.